Hi, my name is Inga Andree, and this is my educational dispositions for Grand Canyon University Secondary Education Course 501, Section 500 for Dr. Hurd. So the first question is, what dispositions do you possess that you think will make you a successful teacher? Well, except for now, when I'm being videotaped. For the most part, I'm very comfortable talking in front of people. I think I'm pretty good at doing things off the fly. I have a background as a therapist, and so I know how to be friendly with people, but without being friends. So that way I'm still looked at with somewhat of authority, with somewhat respect, but at the same time still very approachable. So I think those are all strengths that will help me when I become a teacher. What dispositions do you need to work on before you enter the classroom? And I think patience is probably my biggest one. I'm not as bad as some in that if somebody doesn't understand something, but I do tend to get easily frustrated. And one of the biggest things is that I tend to get frustrated with administration stuff. If I don't agree with administration and those kind of things, I tend to want to buck the system. And I know I can't do that because it's one thing to go to the administration and be like, hey, I don't necessarily agree with this, and this is why, and then listen to maybe the reasons why this is just going to happen. So that's kind of one of my weaknesses, is that I tend to want to do things my own way. And like I said, also, I'm not the most patient person, but I do love adolescents, which kind of goes back to their strength, but I do love adolescents. I think they're a group all their own, and I think they have so much personality and so much to say, and they're just learning to be themselves. And one thing, again, from my therapy days that I've carried over is that adolescents tend to, it's like they're trying on different personalities, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't, and that kind of thing. And so I love that. But going back to maybe a weakness is that along with these different personalities, is that it can be difficult in that I feel that adolescence is also training you for adulthood, and you gotta kind of let them go, but at the same time you need to teach them what it's like to be an adult, because high school is training for the real world, and so sometimes that could be looked at as strength, or sometimes that could be looked at as a weakness. And then, what does a professional educator look like, and how do they behave? What standards guide their thinking and their actions? Again, the look like and behave, I think that they definitely need to be approachable. I think that if somebody walks in with this air of I'm better than you, you're gonna sit there, you're gonna learn, I'm gonna teach you, you need to just shut up, I definitely think that the kids will just shut down or rebel, which would be 10 times worse. I think that you need to have a sense of humor. I think that you need to show professionalism. You need to show that you are the authority, but at the same time that you're human, that you make mistakes, that you were a teenager once, that you understand that they're going to make mistakes. Like I said, I think that you need to be friendly without being their friend. And then, what standards guide their thinking? I think a lot of it comes down to that disposition survey that we had to take, in that their standards are, you need to be honest, you need to show integrity, you need to know what you're talking about, know what you're doing, but at the same time be humble, know that you're going to make mistakes, know that they're going to make mistakes. I think that a standard is role modeling. Role modeling and being likable, approachable, like I said before. So yeah, so I think those are my educational dispositions. Thank you.